Hi, I'm Roland Ruiz. I'm the General Manager for the Edwards Aquifer Authority, and I'm talking to you today about a little bit about who I am and who our agency is and why we want to engage with you. I've been with this agency, with the EAA, now for 14 years. 6 of those years I've had the pleasure of serving as a General Manager. And just to tell you a little bit about our experiences here, our agency is a regulatory body that regulates the use of the Edwards Aquifer. And we also have a strong science function that supports all of that and informs the policy around those regulations. But more than anything, what we do is we impact people by the way that we regulate, the way that we engage. Now, us as an agency, we've been in existence since 1996. We were created by the state legislature in response to a conflict, crisis, if you will, over the management of the Edwards Aquifer. At that time, back in the 70s and 80s, there was no true management of this resource. And as you might imagine, there were growing concerns over what would happen to this resource over time if there was not in place a way to effectively manage it, conserve it, preserve it, and protect it. And that's what we are. We as an agency are that answer to that question, to that issue. Complicating all that was the fact that there are endangered species that live in 2 major spring systems that derive their water supply from this aquifer. That's the Comal and the San Marcos Springs. And there was litigation filed back in the late 80s, early 90s over that issue because those species are protected under federal law, and the plaintiffs in that lawsuit prevailed. And so as a result, the state responded by creating the Edwards Aquifer Authority. And here we are almost 25 years later, and where we are today is vastly different from where we were back in the mid-90s. We have put in place many programs, both not only regulatory, but science-based and education-based programs to help share with the entire region not only the data that we have collected from the aquifer, but the meaning behind the data, why it's important, why it is that we do what we do. I want to tell you a little bit about how we are constructed, how we are made up as an agency. We are governed by a 17-member board of directors that are elected. At least 15 of them are elected by single-member districts across 180 miles east to west from Uvalde County over to Hays County and counties in between. We touch parts or all of 8 counties within this vast region. And those 15 directors set policy for us in compliance with what the state legislature gave us as our overarching mission, that to manage, enhance, and protect this resource, the Edwards Aquifer system. You will find, as we go through our communication with each other, that what you may think that we do, in fact, we don't do. And what you never thought that we did do, we in fact do. So that's just part of the learning process as we get to know each other and why we're here on this platform, Nextdoor. We chose to engage with the community in such a way that opens us to questions, opens us to engage with you in a way that we've not engaged with any group in the past. And it's a very public, a very transparent way of communicating. We know there are challenges with that because when we do this, you're going to have a lot of questions. And so what I ask is that you be patient with us as we try to be as responsive as we can and try to get to every question, every concern, and as timely a way as we can. We are not a large organization by comparison to other state agencies, for example. We have a staff of about 100 people, and we undertake our work working collaboratively with one another. We try to be as transparent as we possibly can, because at the end of the day, transparency, collaboration, inclusion, they all contribute to the integrity of the agency and our work. And we know that integrity is critical today in any government operation. We know it's what the public expects and demands, and we're ready to answer that high demand. So I thank you for allowing us the opportunity to talk to you, to engage in this way, and look forward to many, many more positive conversations. Thank you.